around it. It didn't start from the beginning. Okay. So let's remember that ONPASSIVE, number one thing we should know is that ONPASSIVE it's a different kind of business on its own, right? So oops, let me go back. Yeah. Okay. So when I was doing the research to put together this information about the digital transformation, I came across some kind of things that if we discuss it today, we will be getting a better understanding about why ONPASSIVE business is very different, right? Tell me digital business before ONPASSIVE and after ONPASSIVE, right? It's like a digital transformation. Now, let's see this. I came across this that says you lose when you do business the old way. And that was coined by one of the CEO of a company called Envano. He is called David Suter. He has a digital marketing firm that helps optimize companies on their marketing campaigns and all of that. He is actually my friend on LinkedIn. So I saw this is saying very important here. You lose when you do business the old way. So which means that there are so many modern ways to do business. Okay. And we'll be seeing all of that now. Now, also on my live that I used to have on Mondays and Fridays, while we were on the panel, the panelists were giving some points. Everybody was talking. Mama Debbie McCormick, Dr. Patience Ajongwen, Dr. Benny, Mama Ivy, Joyce Hicks, Naka Awili, all of them, from what they were giving out and Listra, I came out with a different kind of definition of ONPASSIVE. Listen to this. See, ONPASSIVE is a clean, pure, viable, valuable, and reliable business with a unique culture and value. That is what ONPASSIVE is, right? ONPASSIVE is a clean, pure, viable, valuable, reliable business with a unique culture and value. Now, we will see, and we are seeing all of this in our ONPASSIVE business, right? Now, let's talk about the ONPASSIVE business module. This ONPASSIVE business module is the 5 words that I can use to use to summarize our ONPASSIVE business, right? So this business module, that is what Brother Raj wanted me to talk about, and we'll just talk about it and expand it to the digital transformation that ONPASSIVE has, okay? So we are talking about the tools. The first word is the tools. The tools, we have 50 plus tools, which are endless creation, all powered by AI. Endless creation, it means that they are still creating so many of them. There are so many that we don't even know, have a count of them anymore, because our CEO has been working on physical products as well. So we have a lot in our ecosystem, right? Now, the next word we want to talk about, the second word, is traffic. We have highly targeted traffic. We should generate customer flow on autopilot. Let's remember, our CEO has been online for 27 years plus, right? This is what he has been doing, right? To send targeted traffic to people's website and they make money. So, which means his time is coming. He has not started his own work in this ONPASSIVE, okay? All the marketing campaigns and all the other things that we see already put it in place, it is not his own hands on the deck, right? When his hands on the deck will come, is when he will be sending us driving targeted traffic to our websites so that we can be making something out of it, right? Now, the third point we want to talk about our business module is the cost. Do you know that we are producing all of our products and they are very pocket friendly? Reduced price, pocket friendly, as compared to all the other prices that are in the market. Let's take for instance, one free product that we have. It is called O-Trim. Okay, old trim is just a URL shortener that you use to shorten your URL, that it will be easy for you to take it and share it with other people or your clients, right? It's very helpful, right? Now, if you go and Google trim URL, okay, the ones that are in the market today, we have so many of them, but guess what? None of them you can use it and do a customized URL for free. Okay, when you want to do that, to do a customized URL, you need to pay a monthly fee. And if you try to Google it, and you will see, I think the least free that you can pay, it should be $56 or $57 every month. Every month that you're using trim URL that is customized, but our CEO is giving it out for free. Can you imagine? Right? Now, go to the fourth point we want to talk about is automation. What is automation? Remember, when you go to type in information into your system, we have had that so many times, people trying to type in their password and username and password. They make a lot of errors and they'll say, oh, the system. No, it's not the system, it's you. So our CEO has tried with his tech team to simplify this business for everybody coming into the system. So most processes are handled by our system itself. So to reduce the human errors, right? So they have written scripts, okay? So many scripts that are being run in the background, excuse me, to help us in the process to eliminate the human errors. That is automation, right? Now, the fifth word that I want to talk about our business module is the revenue. So ONPASSIVE guarantee you success as you use our system. What does that mean? It means that everybody who is involved in our ONPASSIVE ecosystem will be reaping up some fruits, will be generating some income just by using our products. Even if you don't sign up to be a reseller, okay? Just by using our products, there will be a time that you can generate some revenue after using it for a very long period of time. That is what is a win-win for everybody. You just need to plug in, right? So if you look at these 5 words now, we talk about the tools, we talk about the traffic, we talk about the cost, we talk about automation, and the last. So all these 5 words, we used it to summarize our ONPASSIVE business module, which is a bomb, right? This is a new technology. This is a new world. This is the new way of doing business. Now, we have old ways of doing business. Let's listen to this. It's very funny, right? So there are an old way to do almost everything. Listening to the cassette tapes on your Walkman, connecting to the internet via modem, and wearing leg warmers on the treadmill are all considered by most as archaic. Do you remember when you used to put on your Walkman, you listen to cassettes, and all those things don't happen now again, right? If you do that, everybody sees you like an archaic person, right? So there are a lot of things to, a lot of ways to do everything now. Now, so let's talk about the old way of doing it. So the old way has a few definition characteristics. Historical businesses have taken a methodical, slow and steady approach. So the old way is very slow and steady, right? They don't have that robustic way of doing things. They don't think technology and all of that, right? That's the old way. But with a new era, with long thought out strategy and big process, companies tend to go overhill or on analysis when going at the old way. So considering it from a technological perspective. Now, if we want to bring it to technological perspective, that is why ONPASSIVE is a new way of doing businesses, because we are trying to eliminate that old mentality of doing businesses online, which is very corrupt, right? All those old ways are very corrupt. Now, many of your companies have large and costly internal data systems. When those were implemented, chances are that they were an internal team that spent a long period researching best practices across dimensions. So remember that data is one of those things. Data is like a diamond mine, okay, in the IT industry. So your data, people take your data and they sell your data and all of those things. But here comes ONPASSIVE is coming with it, with a system having our own in-house, inbuilt technology where we have in our data center that will be handling our clients' data, and all of that will be having our cloud computing and all of that. All of these things are protective, right? So many other companies don't do that. They instead sell your data to other people, which is crazy, right? So everybody will be flunging to ONPASSIVE to know that we can save, we can protect their data, right? From there, effort was placed on the pursuit of the perfect and expensive technology solutions to solve every consideration. That is why we are talking now about the digital technology, which is coming to help the world. And who is bringing it? So many other companies, big giants, are doing that. But guess what? ONPASSIVE is bringing its own way, in a different way, when we are coming in with artificial intelligence, which is the bedrock of all our products, right? Perfect. Now, after finding that perfect technology system, making it through a 2-year multi-million dollar deployment, and training your people to use it, to likely come up for a breath of air, only to find out that people changed, processes changed, technology changed, and your solution is already obsolete, but you are stuck with it. So this is just telling you that so many other companies that do a lot of, they invest, okay, in deployments, training, and everything. But guess what? They are still using their old ways because every other thing has changed. Technology has changed. The processes have changed. So if you are still training people with that old archaic ideas, guess what? It is obsolete now. Obsolete means that it's no more valuable in the competitive market that we have now, okay? But you'll be stuck with this one. So now, what is the new approach? The new approach to business is different. It still places priority on well thought out strategy, but this approach is nimble, it's quick, and it's efficient. Here, all of these new methods that people are trying to involve in or engage in, which ONPASSIVE has it in its core of the company, the core of our production, it's very quick and efficient. So we will see the benefits of this, okay? Now, in short, it is like to the following: test, pilot, go, and fuel by a God data, God approach. So what does this mean? Excuse me. Remember that we have our data labs, right? Innovative labs, right? So these innovative labs, when a product is being, excuse me, when they come out with a product, we have we have the data scientists and the inventors. When they invent a product, right? These products go through a process. The project we go to the product we go to the development team when they develop it and all of that. It will go to a testing facility. That testing facility is our innovative labs. They need to test it before, excuse me, we can take it to the market. We can see that we are already doing that, right? Because we are testing the products and we are giving feedbacks and all of that. And that is being taken back to the labs to enforce something, to tweak something before we can get that final product going, right? That is what is going, that is what is happening to the people who know what they are doing, right? In the new way, rather than tossing all your eggs in one basket that you think will work, leading companies are running pilot projects, launching small solutions, testing some theories, and opting for simple approaches to test run for long-term success. What is all this? This is telling you that there are so many other companies that they don't put all their eggs in one basket. That is a modern way of technology. Remember, let's put this in ONPASSIVE right away. Remember, on the 1st of September, we had our excuse me, our company we started buying out or subscribing to our O Connect product, right? What happened? The first 2 weeks we were fine, and the first processor breakup. Our CEO went down to the second processor, and it worked, I think, for 3 or 4 days, and it break up again. But guess what? He did not stop there. He said, I do it or die. Either I do or I die. Dr. Benny will explain you that much more better. See, either I do or die. So that do or die mentality, he didn't leave it that way. He continued and went now with his tech team. They are bringing up a solution for us, which will be permanent for long term. All those short terms want gone, right? That is what we're talking about, the new way. Now, let's talk about what is digital transformation. Digital transformation is the integration of digital technology into all areas of business, fundamentally changing how you operate and deliver value to customers. Let's look at it this way. Remember, every company, there is a lot of competition in the digital market, right? So everybody want to do a lot of things, innovation and all of that. But guess what? ONPASSIVE is here. We have our own unique way of doing it, right? We do our slideshows, or we call it the laser display on the Burj Khalifa. And other companies are contacting us to help them to do that. Can you imagine? It means we have something that they don't have, right? So our customers already are lined up by seeing this kind of new modern way of doing marketing that they have never seen before, right? A revolutionized way of doing marketing. Now, it's also a cultural change that requires organizations to continually challenge the status quo, experiment, and get comfortable with failure. This is all what ONPASSIVE is all about, right? Because our CEO, when something is not working in the right way, he just goes with his tech team, they have a discussion, and they come up with something else different so that everybody will benefit from this platform, which is magnificent, right? Okay. Now, look at it. Look at the diagram that I have in front of me. This is digital transformation, right? If you look at it, you will see skyscrapers. You will see skyscrapers over here. They have cranes on them. Remember before how they were building all these skyscrapers? There was a lot of labor, right? I think they were manually pulling with pulleys, manually pulling with pulleys up till they go to those buildings, right? If you look at it, you can see that is reused water, right? You can reuse water from whatever kind of water. They can transform it again. My big brother, Leon Holiday, will tell you more about that, right? You can get some kind of water back to a usable way, that sustainable management, right? If you look around, everything is interconnected with each other. You can see the cloud computer right here where my mouse is. That's cloud computing. You have data that you store in the cloud. You come here, you see dollars. You come here, you see locations. You can look for locations. Now, before we did not have those locations, right? Before, like I was driving in the early 2000s or late 90s, 99th or something like that, when I was in the US. How do you used to drive? You will copy a Yahoo map. You will print out a Yahoo map and you hold it and you start driving and you go in. It will say in 100 kilometers, make a right. In 200 kilometers, make a left. Just like that. So if you are not very good in distances, you will miss those exits, right? But now you have a GPS that just take you to the exact location. We have a lot. We have our product, Old Tracker, which tracks and gives you a good business analysis about, excuse me, who is coming to your business. So just look at how everywhere is interwoven, right? You can have sustainable housing, everything you talk about. That is what is being displayed on this particular picture that I have in front of me. So now let's talk about the big ones. So we have 10 essential tools to support your digital transformation, and we can relate with that to our ecosystem. Now, the first thing is a collaborative suite. We have collaborative suite, which is old staff and old decks. What does collaborative suite means? It means that you create a folder. Let's say me, Raj, and let's say 7 people working, me and Raj. Let's say Raj is in India, okay? Kumaran is in Malaysia. Let's put it that way. And my sister Debbie is working in Senegal, and Dr. Benny is in Nigeria. Then me, myself, I am in somewhere in Panama, in South America. So 5 of us are working in a project. That project is supposed to build an app. So let's say we want to build an app to help the blind people have sensitivity when they are walking, right? So let's say I'm the project coordinator. I will go and I will create a folder that I will call it folder number A, okay, project A folder. So on that project A folder, everybody can come out from different countries. All of us that are working there, we can come and see what is in the project. So let's say my sister Debbie might come in. Mama Debbie's right there. She says, oh, we want that we should have a noise cancellation on that app. Okay, I come and see it. I'll read it. So everybody, whatever time that you write on that same particular folder, all of us who are participating in that project will see it, and it will give a timestamp, the time that you wrote that comment and the comment, which is very important, right? So it shows that. And so now, if I will write there, I will come and say, oh, Mama Debbie, no, we don't need to waste that kind of resources. Why? Because we already have this. So every other person who is on that project can read it, right? When you read it, you say, oh, no, yes, but, oh, Mike has a point. Why can't we do it this way? You suggest your own thing. So that is how we work collaboratively until we get the final product, which is that app to help the blind to be sensitive when they are crossing or when they are going about their business, right? That's collaborative suites. And it will be found in old staff and old decks. Now, we have communication tools. Communication tools as well will help a lot in the digital transformation, and it is helping a lot. Now, we have in our ecosystem, OConnect, we have ONet, we have OPeer, and we have OMail. All of these media can be used for communication. We can create a webinar with OConnect for everybody around the globe to join us, and we talk about whatever we want to talk. We can go to ONet and we create our group, right? You can create those groups and people will log in today and you can share your information. OPeer is the same thing. We can log in, use OPeer to chat, give text messages and all of that. Also, we can use our OMail for mailing system, send big files and all of that. Remember, we have unlimited, right? So our storage is unlimited. So you can send whatever. Remember also the great other features like video, video calls, text to speech and speech to text and all of that. Those are the things that people need in the modern industry right now. Now, we need a new generation internet platform. We are getting that with our ONPASSIVE. Sorry, I didn't spell ONPASSIVE well here. I'll change it. I'll change it here in just a moment. I'll change it when I'm sorry. So we have it in our ONPASSIVE OES, right? So the OES with one single sign-on, boom, you log into our ecosystem and you are right there, right? When you are there, you are open to all of our products. If you want to go seamlessly to OConnect, seamlessly to OMail, to ONet, and to name it, right? So it is a single sign-on. Just our gateway to our ecosystem is our O-mail. So you need to have an O-mail account, right? Once you have an O-mail account, you can log into that ONPASSIVE ecosystem, and you can go anywhere that you want to go, right? Perfect. Now, we have the fourth one, which is the CRM, which is the Customer Relationship Management Tool. And you can find that in OStaff, and we can also find it in Odesk. So these tools help you, customer relationship management, to create tickets. You can create tickets. You can order stuff from the tech department. You can have a chat with the tech department on whatever assistance that you need. Okay. The next one is content management system. You will see that on Odesk, the content management system. We have Odesk for that. Cloud storage. We have our own ONPASSIVE cloud where all our stuff can be stored there, and we will also rent it out to people to do whatever they want to do, right? They will store, and our CEO will definitely share those profit with us. Excuse me, go back there. Okay, that is where I got my stuff from. Now, the next is project management tools. We will have project management tools on OStaff, on Odesk, and Obless. So on the one on Obless, definitely, remember, you will create a course, right? You will need to submit some documents to support that course, to say, oh, I need this course, I need this. They will evaluate it before they will take it to their to send it to the market for you. Or sorry, send it to every other place that people can. If the project is viable, then they will approve it and all of that. So you can also check for the management. You can come and check how your project has gone, whether it has been approved, and you can also track the stages of your project. That is what will be happening. Okay. Now, recruitment management tools is found on OStaff. So in OStaff, we have a recruitment management that will start from the day one that you enter a company till the day that you live in the company. All that will be managed on OStaff. Okay, whether you your sick leave and all of those things will be managed there. So it's recruitment management tool. Now we also have a digital account tool. So the digital accounting tool, we can have it in OStaff and in OCounting, okay? An accounting tool that we'll be having in our system. And the 10th one is payroll management tool. The payroll management tool will be found in OStaff and OCounting. Remember that now, so many other companies you work for, like in the North America, for us here, most people get their pay from ADP. But you will go on, there will be another place that you go and sign up that you've logged in to work. There will be another one that you submit your documents and all of that. So those are a lot of things going on. But we'll be having it all in one space in our OES, okay? And these are some collaborative management tools, Slack and Dropbox, that when you create those folders there, everybody can get access to, and GitHub, right? I just wanted to show you people that. But we'll be having all of that in one spot, okay? Excuse me. So why digital transformation? Why is it important? Why is digital transformation important for companies? The first one is time optimization. So now you will spend less time and you will get your work done faster, and you will go to the market immediately, right? You go to the market and you will have products faster and people will buy it. When they buy it, you will have, or since you'll be going to the market faster and the people come and get the products, you have an increased revenue on your investment because people will be buying it faster and you'll be having revenue from what they are using. When they are using it, you'll be getting more on it because more people, you are finishing it faster, going to the market, and people are coming to get it, right? So it will improve an internal and external communication. Remember, we have those communication tools that we talked about, O Connect, excuse me, O Connect, O Net, O Peer, and O Mail. When you use all of that, the communication is easy because we have so many tools to communicate, right? Now, information is centralized. When you use those projects that we're talking about, you create that folder in a centralized place, so everything will be centralized. Everybody can work on that same project all across the globe, right? Easily. And it will enhance your employee experience. Everybody will be happy because everything is going smoothly, right? So when you work in an environment like that, you are happy. So it will increase your experience, right? It will enhance you. Now, the customer retention and new sales. So things will be having so many good things, okay? These technologies and all of those, people will be coming, rushing to get our product. So they will stay with us because we have what they need, and we'll make more sales because people will be just referring to people now with word of mouth to our ecosystem. In conclusion, since we see and witness new trends in the advanced world of digital transformation, only those tech giants who will spend more on innovation or invention, research, and development will benefit from the competitive world of modern business. ONPASSIVE, being on a league of its own, already prepared with data scientists, we have them, inventors, we have them, innovative labs, we have them, data centers, and the use of sophisticated technology like artificial intelligence, single sign-on, API integration will be setting the pace for other tech giants who are ready to invest in those or these aspects or to have a greater competitive market. Your sales volume will be determined by how much of marketing campaigns and brand recognitions the population can relate with your products, which is what our dream team of ONPASSIVE are putting together. Do you see the marketing campaign and all of those things? Brand recognition all around the globe. We are doing that. The dream team is doing that for us. With all this said, it means that the future of digital business after ONPASSIVE is expanding and spreading across the globe like wildfire. The global pandemic accelerated the growth of digital marketing. With the collapse of face-to-face interaction, both organizations and consumers or customers quickly shifted their attention and activities online. Marketers heavily invest in social media, email marketing, mobile apps, website landing pages, blogs, webinars, and a variety of other digital channels to build closer and stronger relationship with more digital savvy customers. Now, as a result, the world of digital market looks quite different post-pandemic, and many digital marketing strategies and tactics are here to stay. When I was doing my research, I had all of these sources: 10 essential tools to support your digital transformation, future digital marketing trend, and you lose when you do business the old way. So these are my sources of my presentation. Thank you, everybody, for listening or to listening for me.